Hi guys, we're back Bafethu with another video Bafethu. So the impeachment of Ramaphosa has started and people are complaining, the likes of Julius Malema, they complaining that Botoka Titiza, some of the people who are in the committee are loyal to Ramaphosa. So Filion Tembo is written here, she's highly conflicted. Malema slams Titiza over impeachment handling. So Titiza is presiding over the impeachment proceedings. National Assembly Speaker Toko Titiza has been criticized by the EFF for bringing Parliament into disrepute over her handling of the impeachment committee interdict, and they want oversight of this process to be shifted to the office of the Deputy Speaker. Parties have taken issues with Titiza's decision not to oppose President Cyril Ramaphosa interdict and instead file an explanatory affidavit alongside the impeachment committee's opposition papers. What did they expect about Malema? They expect the party Titiza to throw Ramaphosa under the bus while they're in the same political party. The speaker previously said that the purpose of the explanatory affidavit is to assist the court with aspects it must consider to make its final determination, including the stringent constitutional obligations on the National Assembly to proceed with and finalize the Section 89 proceedings. Parliamentary spokesperson Moloto Mutapo said that the content of the explanatory affidavit is believed to be consistent not only with the stance adopted by the impeachment committee but also with the action of the speaker since the Constitutional Court judgment. Several parties took umbrage at this decision, feeling that Titiza had abandoned her duty. Speaking on the sidelines of the impeachment committee meeting on Wednesday, in which the matter also dominated a portion of proceedings, EFF leader Julius Malema said they will have to put a motion in parliament so that parliament can take note that the speaker has abandoned it, and will feel very strong that this matter that has got to do with impeachment must be shifted to the office of the deputy speaker, Dr. Anil Lotred, and she's the DA member. Maybe she can do a better job. Because Velabo Titiza will protect to Ramaphosa. There's no way they will throw Ramaphosa under the bus. Our speaker is highly conflicted, and that motion we will sponsor it in parliament, that the deputy speaker must be the one who oversees the work of the impeachment committee, because the speaker really is conflicted. We wrote a letter as the NEFF did and said, first, you must oppose, but you cannot choose the lawyers that are going to oppose because you voted against the panel report. And now you go and assemble a team that must go and defend the panel report, Malema said. And in a letter written to the speaker on Tuesday, the EFF said they demand that the National Assembly, under your leadership as speaker, must oppose the president application. The independent panel process was established in terms of the rules of the National Assembly and constituted an important constitutional accountability mechanism of parliament, allowing the report to be a challenge without opposition by the institution that has established the process would undermine the authority, integrity, and constitutional role of the National Assembly. The letter said, we raise this matter with greater urgency in light of your recent decision not to oppose President Ramaphosa's urgent interdict application seeking to halt the work of the impeachment committee. Although that application has since been dealt with, your decision to abide despite legal opinion supporting opposition has raised serious concerns regarding your willingness to defend the constitution or institutional authority, independence, and constitutional integrity of parliament when its powers are challenged. You are highly conflicted in relation to the Section 89 process. Malema said that Titiza is going to make a mockery of the whole process, give the matter to the deputy speaker who can assemble a legal team, but any matter that has to do with impeachment which needs the attention of the speaker's office, let it be the deputy speaker who deals with this matter. We feel strongly that parliament must resolve that deputy speaker is the one who operates with the impeachment committee so that we don't get frustrated, said Malem. Look now, the speaker said, I'm not objecting, and then impeachment committee is objecting. Yet we come from the same parliament. Effectively, she has put parliament into dispute, and that is a conduct that we should not accept. This process has to move smoothly uninterrupted, and we think the speaker has an intention to disrupt and interrupt this process. Obvious, Julius, obvious. Thoko Didiza is there to protect his boss. I mean her boss. So obviously, you are right to request the deputy speaker to preside over this matter. During proceedings on Wednesday, DA parliamentary leader George Michalikis, I'm the DA, they full of Europeans. This is a Eastern European surname. Mikalakis said that Didiza's reasoning doesn't hold water and that she would have acted in the interest of the committee and backed parliament. He said that impartiality is too convenient an excuse. Umkhonto weSizwe Party leadership in parliament, Dr. John Hlophe, said it is very clear to us that the speaker totally misconducted, misconstrued her role in this matter. The real question going forward is we need to make a decision as this committee as to what exactly to do in the light of the fact that the speaker totally misconstrued her role. If anything, the legal advice that was given to her, it was that she must oppose the internet application. She chose to ignore that advice, as Hlophe said. ANC members came to the defense of Didiza and her decision to submit an explanatory affidavit. Cameroon Dagmore said that speaker has indicated in early stage that the committee is the one with the responsibility of opposing the interdict. Doris Mapane said the committee took its own route and want to believe that the speaker had her own legal opinion that she wanted to follow. We have made our choice, so let's stick to it as a committee. Yeah, the NC does what it does best, Baba. They protected Zuma until the end. They will protect Ramaphosa until the end. So about Julius said they are right to request the removal of Thoko Didiza. Because I remember Baleka Mbete protecting Zuma with nobody's business until the last minute when she realized that Jacob Zuma was not gonna choose her as his successor. So that's when she realized with Allah, I've been played. Then she allowed the secret ballot paper to preside over the the time they were voting for Zuma to be out in parliament, to be impeached. So now in this case it's same. Ramaphosa, they will protect Ramaphosa until the end. Till the end, Bafethu. These people are not different, Bafethu. They are not different. They are not different to their leader. If their leader is corrupt, these people are also corrupt. As I fail to understand, there's some people they see why are they not coming out? Why are they not speaking against they have been suppressed? No, there's no one. These people are all corrupt, man. The whole political party is corrupt. Anyway, we're afraid to shout out. See you on the next video.